Hi guys, so it's been around 3 weeks since my last video, which is crazy to think because I'm usually really good at staying on top of videos, and I've never taken more than a week off of filming, so it's been really strange to realise that it's been that long. But I've had a lot of stuff happening and a few difficult things to deal with, so I had to unfortunately prioritise other things. So we're here now, and I've realised my last Trading212 portfolio update was actually in July. So again, it's been a while since that. So you know I'm not a fan of long intros, so let's just jump straight into it and look at my Trading212 portfolio. Okay, so as always, we will look at the invest account first, and there has been some changes in this one because obviously with my ISA, I've said in previous videos I can't update the ISA because I have a different ISA this year, so I can't add money to the other one. But yeah, there has been a few changes since the last update, so we'll go through that and then we'll look at the ISA quickly at the end. So I'm going to start with AMD, and honestly, I've said this before, I'm so glad that I listened to those of you who told me to hold on to AMD when it came up as a free share for me a long time ago, and said hold on to it, do some research, you know, you might want to hold on to it. And I did, and I got a few more shares, and now you can see here it is up 65%, which is crazy. That's like £229. So 5.7 shares, so I haven't purchased any new ones since the last update, but yeah, £229 up on that, which is just insane. I'm really tempted to sell it, but I don't know, I promised myself I wouldn't really sell stuff that I want to keep long term, so still thinking about it, but we'll see. So Amazon is next. I've added 0.034 shares to this position, so currently sitting at 0.28 of a share and worth £739. This one is up 10% currently, which is actually £68 up. So again, doing pretty well on this one. Next, we've got AstraZeneca. I have added 2 shares to this one since the last update. So I'm currently sitting at 10.5 shares, which is about £977, and it's up 13%, which is £115.36 profit. For a long time, I think I've mentioned this potentially on the last video, but for a long time you can see on the graph that was just dropping and dropping, so I was definitely in the red for a long time here. But I held out and I added some new shares, and yeah, it seems to be paying off. Beyond Meat next. So this is the first one that's in the red. I haven't added or subtracted any shares from this one, so sitting at 1.19 shares, but currently down 22.4%, so minus £25, which it's fine, but you can see here it's all over the place. But they did IPO recently, so we'll see how it goes long term. I still firmly believe in the vegan and vegetarian meats, so I'm not going to sell out, especially not at a loss. I will hold it and see. Ishares Electric Vehicles ETF. So again, no change to this one. I'm sitting at 40.9 shares, and currently that's worth £260, up 16.74%, and that is a profit of £37.39. I still plan to add a lot to the EV ETFs because I do think that electric vehicles are going to be the norm going forward. So many governments, I think I mentioned before, so many governments just want to push electric vehicles, and with everything that's been happening with petrol recently, I do think that more and more people are going to see that potentially electric vehicles are the way to go. So we'll see, but I'm definitely planning to add more to this one. Ishares Physical Silver ETF. So I've added 1.67 shares to this one, currently down 3.9%, so only about £8 down, and sitting at £192.82. Again, with this one and the gold one that I hold, I think on free trade, they are both more sort of hedging against any stock market drops, so I'm not that bothered about especially such a small loss here. Pfizer next. So no change here to the holding itself. still 1.95 shares, currently 28% up, so not doing too badly actually. It's pretty much at its all-time high at the moment, and currently £15 up to a value of £70. Royal Dutch Shell, so this is a new addition completely. I did not have them. There is 2 shares here currently, down 5.6%, so £2 down, currently £33 in here. I did add this one because I did a lot of research and I did a video about sort of companies that potentially could do really well, and Royal Dutch Shell was one of them, so I decided to invest, and it's a small amount, but I thought might as well get in. You can see that it's actually not remotely recovered from the previous massive drop. Royal Mail, so this one is currently just disappointing me, but I believe in it long term, so I am adding to it. I have added 9.5 shares since the last update, so currently 23.3 shares here, worth about £102 and currently down 15%, so about £18.92 down. I do still think that Royal Mail is a good investment long term, and I'm going to hold it even if it keeps dropping. Starbucks next, so 2 shares here currently, which is 1 share more than the last update, so I've added 1 share here. It's currently worth about £173 and it's up 6.9%, which is about an £11.20 profit. I do use Starbucks enough to justify, and I do think that they will continue to do well as a company. I am absolutely gutted that I'm not going to have a Starbucks when I go to Poland, so I just need to drink a lot of Starbucks currently. Okay, so Tesla, I have added the tiniest amount, I think it's 0.06 or something, but it's obviously currently skyrocketing. So I have 0.59 of a share in the invest portfolio. I do hold more as well in the ISA, but neither of them were big positions, but currently worth £535, and £254 of that is basically the gain, because it's gone up 90% since I purchased. 90%. It's not often that I get sort of regrets for not jumping on stuff and not investing into certain companies, because everyone has their own opinions and everyone else has different companies that they think will do well, and they either do or they don't. But yeah, I really regret not putting more into Tesla. So finally, Unilever. I've got 33.11 shares here, which is an increase of 7.22 shares since the last update. Unilever is currently dragging the portfolio down a little bit. It's currently down £120, so about 8.5%, but still worth about £1,294. Again, Unilever is one of my just hold forever stocks. They do have a pretty decent dividend yield, so 3.77%, and I just firmly believe in them as a company, so I will be holding this very long term. Okay, so let's have a look at the ISA now. So this one will be a fairly quick run through because as I said, I can't really add money. So the only thing really that I can do is reinvest any dividends that I get. So if we have a quick look here, you can see here that overall my return here is 16%, which is plus £745. So a pretty decent return here. A big chunk of that is Tesla, but we'll go through and you'll see. So if you have watched these updates before, you'll know that I have the dividend pie, which holds a lot of stocks, and I don't really want to go through really tiny holdings and sort of take you through and say no change, no change, no change. So what I've done in the past is once I go through the main holdings here, I will just have a recording of the screen and just scroll through so you can just view them all and see. But the first one to mention here is Google. So it is a small holding, but it was an intentional one rather than one from the pie. So currently 0.03 of a share, which is about £74.94. but it is up 49%, which is insane. So about £25 profit on this one. And you can see here, like, complete all-time high. Next one, similar sort of investment, is Apple. So 0.96 of a share for £108, of which £16.82 is profit. So about 18% up. Pretty much all the products I use now are Apple. So again, sort of seeing the long-term future, although getting a little bit fed up of the constant changes. But yeah, definitely one I'm going to hold. Okay, the next one to mention is Johnson & Johnson. So again, if you follow me for a long time, you'll know this is one of my favorite companies, and it's currently sitting at 4.57 shares, which is actually 0.137 extra since the last update. So £553.84 here, up only 2.9% currently, but if we look at the chart, it's actually recently dropped. So the last time I checked this, it was actually a lot higher. So only about £15.86 up on this one. But again, similar to Unilever, for me, this is basically a hold forever stock. They also have a pretty good dividend, 2.68%, so really decent company, one I've spoken about a lot on many different videos. So yeah. Microsoft next, no change here, very small holding, 0.29 of a share, £72.84, but it is currently up 45.6%. So obviously, because it's a small investment here, it's only up £22.80 for me, but obviously the percentage is huge, and again, all-time high here. Realty income, so I've added 0.02 of a share here, and that's basically just reinvesting the dividend. So currently 23 shares in here, which is worth £1,223, currently up 17%, which is about £180 profit. Realty also currently give me just under £4 a month in dividends, so I'm really happy with that. Royal Mail, just a brief one here, 2 shares, no change to this one. Obviously I added to Royal Mail on my invest one, so didn't add any here, but currently down 18.8%, which is about £2. Starbucks again here, so I know I have it in both, but obviously broken record, can't add any money here. So 2.27 shares here, currently up 12.7%, up to a value of £197, so about £22 of that is profit. So another double here that I have in both accounts, 0.169 shares of Tesla, so £153 on this one, and it's up 136%, so £88.50 profit. Vanguard Sp 500 ETF, I've added 0.1 of a share to this one, which is 0.85 shares in total, currently up 23.7%, which is about £10.82, and it's currently worth £56. So this is the ETF that's held in dollars, and then the one that's held in pounds, I've got 6.77 shares, which is an increase of 0.63 of a share since the last update, currently up 25.79%, which is about £91.90 profits, and a total of £448. So now on the screen, I'm going to put the investments of everything, so you can just have a look, you can pause it, you can analyze, you can view, etc. But the other thing to mention as well is that I've sold out of my PayPal investment. So the main reason for that, the main reason that I did that, is because I do believe in the whole you have an edge on Wall Street because you are down on the ground and know what's happening. And I don't think PayPal is going anywhere, but I am seeing how companies are stepping away from it. So Preply, who I teach with, basically still offer PayPal but have now added extra payment methods. eBay's moved away from it, etc. And people I speak to are getting a bit fed up with it. So I just decided that I was going to sell out of it. It was only 0.133 of a share, so it wasn't like a massive deal, but I just didn't want to hold it anymore, so that's what I did. But anyway, hopefully this has been interesting and useful, and it's shown you that once you start holding things for a long time, they do start going up, because I am incredibly happy with the return on most of my investments. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. I'm still going through a few things and sorting a few things, so it may not be twice weekly videos going forward, but it'll be at least one video a week for the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully back to 2 videos a week. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.